Donald Trump is having an awful Friday morning. He has already admitted that he and his regime will be violating the Epstein transparency law. They will not be producing all of the Epstein files. They say instead they will be producing a 100,000 or a few hundred 000 documents today, and then maybe in a few weeks or months they may produce a few hundred 000 more. That is a direct violation of the Epstein transparency law, which requires that all of the files be released today. We now know this is not an isolated incident.
So this is Ben Meiselas, founder of Made Us Touch Network.
He's already uncovered Donald Trump's ties to Epstein in this explosive way, which leaves Trump totally mentally unhinged. Trump's tantrum in defense, the middle-of-the-night meltdown, where Trump dumped 400 posts in 1 hour. Press that like button now to help YouTube spread this message to millions of people.
We want to open your eyes to the truth hidden from you by mainstream media. December 3, 2025.
Democrats in the House Committee on Oversight Committee has released photos and videos from the private island of Jeffrey Epstein, and they're disturbing. There's a dentist chair with face masks, odd equipment, and rooms that seem like a horror movie. Attorneys Ben Meiselas asks the ranking member Robert Garcia live on Must Touch. This is a translation of Garcia's exact words. There's no doubt that Donald Trump is leading a cover-up on the Epstein files. Comment below. The Epstein files must be made public. This trend needs to continue. This is what Garcia said. Congress has enacted a bill demanding the Epstein files be made available by December 19, 2025. Obviously, they are spending the additional time to engage in a further cover-up. And it pains me to give you that news, but I think we all knew that Donald Trump would wake up on Friday and do a massive cover-up. And that's exactly what's going on. Trump and AG Pam Bondi have been preventing this. However, Garcia's words, they've been so dedicated to not releasing these files after running on releasing the files. The release of the Epstein files was one of the campaign promises of Trump. He had promised to reveal it all, but now he's using the Justice Department to cover it up, he said. The Justice Department had blocked the release of the files. This video must be shared as far as possible. Each time it gets shared, it reveals more of Trump's lies. But Ben Meiselas did not get as far as he could. July 31, 2025, Made Us Touch delivers an extraordinary exclusive in one Michael Wolff, biographer of Donald Trump, who spent several years with Epstein. He left the room and then came back holding in his hands, about a dozen Polaroid. In my mind, they're Polaroid. I'm not 100% sure that they were, but they had those crenellated edges like a Polaroid. You know that's in my, as I say in my mind, these are Polaroids, but they certainly are snapshots. A dozen or more photographs of Donald Trump with topless girls of uncertain age at Epstein's Palm Beach house. Wolff describes the photographs. Girls were topless of indeterminate age laughing at Donald Trump, who sported a crotch stain. Let that marinate for a minute. Michael Wolff, a reputable journalist, claims that he personally saw this video. Just like this video right now, hit clears throat, that subscribe button, and check out the best part. Wolff thinks these photos could have been in Epstein's safe when the FBI searched it following his arrest. But why would Trump be so anxious to prevent the Epstein files from being released? Now you know. Let me show you what Donald Trump's number 2 at the DOJ, a guy by the name of Todd Blanche, had to say. Now, you'll remember Todd Blanche used to be Donald Trump's personal lawyer. He was Trump's criminal defense lawyer in the case where Donald Trump was convicted of like 33 or 34 felony counts. Now Todd Blanche was appointed as the number 2 at the DOJ, and he was the guy who interviewed Ghislaine Maxwell at the maximum security facility. This was revealed by Ben Meiselas on MetaTouch, and his video went viral. Millions of views shared everywhere in Trump. He's terrified. Comment: Trump is hiding the truth. Let's expose him. 80802-2025. Another scoop for contributor Ben Meiselas from Michael Wolff. This time learning the reason behind the split between Trump and Epstein. Trump's side of the story. Trump said he kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for soliciting his employees. Wolff shows how Epstein had a different explanation. In 2004, Epstein was contemplating the purchase of a $36 million mansion in Palm Beach. He showed his best pal Trump the mansion. Instead, Trump secretly bought the mansion himself at a steeper price of $40, who furnished the funds. Epstein claims it was Dmitry Rybolovlev, a Russian billionaire. Trump immediately turned around and sold the same house to Rybolovlev for $95 million under 2 years later. Epstein was livid. He began making threats of lawsuits and media exposure. But Trump was aware of the knowledge that Epstein had, and that was